I want to talk about something very, very niche this morning in terms of yesterday I went out and I needed to go and be in nature, and it was really calming for me. But I think there's a really niche group of people. It might not be for everybody, this kind of comment, but that our mantle and the way that we work is in the knowledge realm. We are meaning makers. We're quite a small group of people, I think. We are usually quite empathetic, very intuitive, and very intellectually charged. And so we like to make meaning out of things. And for that cohort, we want to connect deeply spiritually. We want to find meaning. And we're also our own worst enemies because we want to treat our spiritual journey like a course, a degree, like a library. We want to access all the resources because we're thirsty for knowledge. You probably have been somebody who in other parts of your life have been thirsty for knowledge your entire life. I can safely say I'm somebody that if I need to know anything, I will seek it in a book. And then in the last few years, we've had the rise of ChatGPT, which has become a place where we can find meaning. And it's kind of clouded the area of spirituality a little bit. It's a really helpful resource to kind of get you thinking and planning. You know, it's amazing for 30 days activities for like the gym, or 30 days of how to do this or how to plan things. But what I found is like social media and ChatGPT and things like that are so loud that we then have a fear of silence. We have a fear of sitting with things until an answer comes to us. We're the same people that want to connect deeply and spiritually, and we don't listen to our own intuition. We don't let it breathe because it's saturated with social media accounts and 30-day projects and notebooks filled with other people's advice. And I just wanted to say that it's okay that you have found that sitting in silence to really listen to messages has been incredibly difficult, because I can safely say that silence is hard because it's subtle. And we fall into this trap of we get signals and signs from the universe and then we try to distort them through AI or through somebody else's interpretation of what they mean, because we don't trust our own inner knowing, because it feels random, because a sign of something out in nature, you want to know exactly what it means. An angel number, you want to know exactly what it means. A physical sensation in the body, you want to know exactly what it means. And it is a long process to start trusting that you can start learning what that means exactly for you. You can start journaling and writing down these things and how did it feel in your body and what is coming to you. And it's such a difficult thing to do in this day and age because everything is so loud and so instant. And you want a plan and a program and reassurance all the time. But spirituality is trusting yourself, and that's a very strange thing to do. To go into another space, to receive a really subtle message and to sit with it. But it is the only way that you will connect deeper. But also one thing I've realised recently is that if your body is not fully ready to be in this place, you'll find that your body and your head are in conflict. And by that, I mean you are trying to operate this amazing system that is your brain when it's not ready. Like I found recently, the last few days, I'm waking up in the middle of the night with a really bad cough. It's like I'm trying to push for something that my body is not ready for yet. Running before you can walk, and we're all guilty of that. But sometimes listening to the body is the first step, making sure that your actual body is in peak before you start trying to channel internal messages and then trying to connect outwards. If you have a pull of lethargic energy, like you just don't want to do anything, that is a message. And if you're like me, who's a chronic Capricorn with Aquarius, but a chronic Capricorn in terms of like, I have to be productive, even in silence. I have this really strange obsession with like, I have notebooks for everything, and I have this anxiety that everything must be written down, otherwise this knowledge is lost. You're overstimulating your energetic space. You're making it way too difficult. And it's very hard to think and study less and feel more. But that's the key. So I want to tell anybody that's starting on a spiritual journey, listen to the signs and make a note of them. And I ask you to not research what they mean. Don't research what the angel number means. Don't ask ChatGPT what this dream meant. Write it down and sit with it. You can always ask your angel guides, your guardian angel, your spirit team, give me a sign, give me some more clarity around this. What does that mean? Or give me the next steps in this situation. But I encourage you, as I'm encouraging me for the next 30 days, to not ask ChatGPT or social media or a psychic medium or anybody to give you any information about the things you receive. For the next 30 days, I'm just going to write down everything that comes up, dreams, signs, and I'm going to start trying to work out what they mean for me, because the universe is directly communicating to you. It's not communicating to ChatGPT. And you're kind of missing the bigger point because you're not tapping into that intuitive space. So this is for my spiritual knowledge seekers, this video. It's very niche, but I feel really compelled to talk about it because as somebody who is spiritually initiating and learning and a student of this kind of area of life now, it's taken a long time to realize that sometimes your intellect is your own worst enemy. Your thirst for meaning is actually stopping your intuitive channel, and sitting in your body, and almost this concept of not doing anything while you're meditating or you're receiving is actually the best way to receive these signs. You don't need to do more. You don't need to have 30 million tabs in your head of different ways that you could start. You just need to listen more to your physical body first of all, so that you can be clear to receive the signals, and then make note of them, because you will have patterns. For example, you might have a spiritual sign or symbol that keeps coming up in your energy, and it's uniquely for you. Some people might have things like dragonflies. It might be a robin. It might be keys. It might be coins. It might be feathers. It might be something more niche. It might be clocks. But then you'll start noticing, this is something that I always see. Or you have patterns in dreams. Or you have the same angel number, but it's meaning something very specific for you. Then you can start working with your guides to understand, why is this message for me specifically? So yeah, I challenge you, if you're a spiritual gal on this journey, to do what I'm doing, which is 30 days, no ChatGPT, starting today, no deep dive into all of that stuff. Just me and my little notebook, and we'll see what happens.